Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hello. Testing.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hello. Testing.
Okay.
I have a genius idea for spiked water. 5% alcohol in like regular water bottles. Thoughts?
So the only difference is the regular water bottle?
It's like if you had, it's like a water bottle. It just says 5% alcohol in there.
So it's the same thing as spiked seltzer, but it's just in a water bottle?
Yeah.
But it's water? It's not.
It's flat.
It's kind of gross. What's the point? Get rich quick?
No, like just like you're hiking, you want a little
Booze?
Yeah, you
Want
just
to get
want,
dehydrated a little bit?
but it's like 5%, so it's not like you're gonna get drunk.
Go like this? Other way? Am I...
Is that your baby?
Hell yeah. Baby's cry, bro. My baby cries. There's one thing my baby does.
Cry.
She cry. Ready?
Cry. Yep.
Feels too cool. Okay, loosen it up a little bit. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
And welcome everybody to the show. This is Billy Goes with the Bros. My name is Adrian.
My name is Ivan.
And Billy Goes with the Bros is a show where me and my brother Ivan discuss a movie. Every week we discuss a new movie. Ivan, what's the movie of the week?
Super Mario Bros.
The movie. Yes, that is true. Super Mario Bros. The movie. We're doing that today. But before we get into that, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We're a podcast. We're a YouTube channel. So if you like to watch us on YouTube and you're not already there, go to youtube.com. Look us up. Billy Goes with the Bros. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And you'll like what you see. Every week we do a new podcast. So we usually do the biggest and brightest movies. Sometimes we do critiques. No, sorry. Sometimes we do critical favorites. Like next week, we're going to do Bale is Afraid. I can't wait for that one. So if you like that kind of thing, hit that subscribe button. And we're also a podcast. Go to Spreaker, iHeartRadio. These are everywhere you get your podcasts. We are there. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Look us up. It goes with the Bros. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll be back next week right in your earlobes. But Ivan, before we get into that, are you ready? Actually, before we get into that, Dungeons and Dragons.
Retrospective.
Dungeons and Dragons. What's the name of the movie? Dungeons and Dragons.
Honor Among Thieves.
Honor Among Thieves. What'd you think? What's your last opinion on that movie? Since we did that movie, we covered that movie last week.
It's a good picture.
It's a good picture.
It's solid.
I would like to show that to my children. Like, hey, you'll like this one.
It feels like it's one you would show like just offhand, like, you know what? I think I like this, and then they end up like really liking it.
Yes, or one that like you'll see 10 years from now on HBO Zenith. That's probably what it's gonna get called or whatever. And then you're like, oh, HBO Zenith has Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. Let's watch it. And like kids are like, oh, I don't want to watch that. I'm like, yeah, just watch it. And they're like, oh, I love this movie. What's the bird's name? Michael? The bird that they escaped from? You don't remember. Anyways, Ivan, are you ready to imagine, or should I say mainline? Sorry.
Leave me pauses when you speak, so I can do that.
Ivan.
Go ahead.
That was a pause.
Oh.
Ivan.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Ready to mainline some sugar?
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Straight to your veins?
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
With some Super Mario Brothers?
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
All up insane? Okay, now rapping. How did that turn to me rapping like a old school 90s video.
I don't know, but I liked it.
All right, I'm sure all the fans out there like it. Ivan, the movie this week is Super Mario Bros. The movie, written by Matthew Fogel, directed by Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic.
Jeez.
These names, I tell you. When they say our names one day, they're like Adrian Ufracchio and Ivan Ufracchio. We're going to be like, come on, guys.
They're never going to get it right.
Ivan, the premise of this movie, Mario, a plumber in Brooklyn, starts his own biz with his brother Luigi. Sounds a little like us, doesn't it?
Super Mario Bros.
Oh, God. Desperate to prove himself to his family and himself, Mario decides to jump to help a Brooklyn neighborhood that is at risk of being submerged after a pipe breaks in the sewer. This leads to Mario and Luigi being transported to a different universe where Luigi is taken prisoner by the ruthless, evil Bowser. And Mario must fight to protect the Mushroom Kingdom.
Mario!
God. Ivan, with the cast of Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, Fred Armisen as King Cranky Kong, Sebastian Maniscalco as Spike. Ivan, heavy hitters, right?
Yeah.
The directors, like I mentioned earlier, Aaron Harvath and Michael Jelenic. Teen Titans Go creators.
Nice.
Can you give me a 25-minute summary of Teen Titans Go from the beginning of their creation to now?
First off, great premise.
Oh, God.
Second off, why do you limit me
Second
to
off.
25 minutes?
Oh.
But I guess I gotta do what I gotta do.
You could be one of those like YouTube guys that's like, Teen Titans Go, the iceberg. Here's my 29-hour video going deep into the trenches. For some reason, the retrospective is longer than the total accumulated amount of shows that they've produced.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's not good.
Okay, Teen Titans Go, Ivan. Just a brief. As someone who doesn't know shit about Teen Titans Go.
A solid kids cartoon show about the Teen Titans.
Is there anything subversive about it? Like, what makes it stand out? Because it's been a show that's been going on for like 20 years now, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not too subversive, but there's moments like they had like a collab with the first
Gucci?
Teen Titans show, like you know the original one.
Yes.
Like so, they're like aware of it, and then they have some cameos of random stuff.
Why is it good? Give me like one sentence. Like, kids like it because of.
I mean, kids will like anything because they're stupid.
I mean, I'm stupid, and I like anything. So what does that mean?
I don't need to spell it out.
I think you just
Bucky.
did. I think I spelled it out for you. Classic. Okay, go.
It's just good. Like it's solid. I don't think it's like Adventure Time, but it's not like a show where it's.
It's not Ben 10.
Relax.
Whoa.
Okay? Relax.
Did I struck a pluck?
You did struck a pluck indeed. What luck.
That I struck a pluck.
It's just good. Like a good, funny kids show that isn't like overly stupid. Like it doesn't treat them like idiots.
Cool.
But still good. Like you could probably enjoy it.
So they made that show. They directed the movie that came out a couple years ago, which was decent according to Peeps.
Yeah.
But one thing about these guys that interests me, and it's more something that I'm observing, and maybe it's just that I'm observing now, but who knows? The rise of director duos. I think like I don't really have any kind of previous knowledge other than the Daniels, which is probably a horrible thing to say because I imagine there's like
Wachowskis?
The Wachowskis. That's a good one. Sorry. You just slapped me in the face like.
The Coen brothers?
All right. Here I go.
Just showing off.
Yeah. Now I'm stupid.
Yeah.
But is it me or there's more director duos now than ever before? Because like even the last movie, Dungeons and Dragons, we did director duos.
I think it's good. Like always collabing. Just It's good.
Do you agree with Supreme collabing with other brands?
Is that off topic a little bit?
It's more of a joke. Don't go too into it.
Okay, I got you. I don't like it. Just because Supreme's kind of like a poop now. Like a big old poopy poop.
Yeah.
Little turdy turd. Little
What's amazing is like the power of a cultural icon. I shouldn't even say that. The power of someone who's hot can literally make your brand $1 billion. Like Tyler, if it wasn't for Tyler, Supreme would be the hundreds.
Oh wow!
You know,
What a little reference.
it would stay there.
Yeah.
But thanks to Tyler, it's now worth $5 billion. And then it goes the same way for like everything that you think of, whether it's Twitch, like it's nothing without its creators. You know,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Anyways, the rise of director duos. Do you think it's true or not?
Yeah.
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 Maybe more in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe also it's like there's so much things going on. Maybe you need more than one director.
Yeah. I just think maybe like someone to keep you in check.
Yeah.
Because director's like the boss.
Right.
If there's two bosses, like a balance of power sort of thing,
Yes.
which I think is good.
You need a CTO and a CFO and a CEO and a CPO. Ivan, Mario, Super Mario, not the movie, but Mario.
Mario.
Luigi.
Mario.
I tried to think like a Toad voice or a Peach voice, but I didn't have it.
Sounds weird. He's like,
Yeah, that sounds weird. Mario,
Yeah.
for you, as Ivan Afrasio, growing up in the hood in San Diego, what does he mean to you?
visionary, troubadour,
Some might say he's a titan, an American titan.
American Titan of News. Logan Roy.
Yes.
I mean,
It's me, a Logan. Oh god. No, I messed it up.
no, I
Okay.
feel like it was racist.
Yeah.
Like it was some sort of ist in there.
It's a me, a Logan. No, if Logan was a Mario character, he would be like Wario.
Yeah.
But that's no, he's a Bowser.
Oh.
Okay, Mario for you.
Oh.
Are you a Mario nut?
Can I?
Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes. Okay, go.
Dun-na-dun-na-dun-na.
Can I kick it?
Okay.
This is bad. This is
We're losing
bad.
it.
We're losing it.
Mario to me.
Yes.
Great question. Mario to me.
He's a good man, right?
Relax.
Oh.
Mario to me.
Mario to me sounds like a new game or something.
Mario to me. I always liked Mario. I don't think I was ever like Mario. I think I was always that way for like Pokemon. Like that was my
Right.
But I always liked Mario. Like Sunshine is probably my favorite.
I think the thing with Mario is like, and it's something that is kind of,
It's like McDonald's.
it's Mickey. Like
Yeah.
you'll like it for a point, but then you realize it's more like an icon than an actual thing.
I think yeah. I mean the games are good, but it's definitely like Mickey doesn't have a show really, but like everyone knows Mickey Mouse.
Well, I think it's more like Mickey has shows, but for like
But it's not like
3-year-olds.
no one's like, oh my favorite. I love Mickey Mouse because of this show. Everyone's like,
When
I
they're
love-
3, it is like Mickey's
They don't
Playhouse.
have opinions at 3.
Yeah, have you ever talked to a kid?
Your baby doesn't have any opinions.
I love talking to kids and like straight up questions and see how they like. So, what do you think about the Mickey show? I like it. It's just like so simple.
It's good.
Yeah, I love him. But the Mario games, the one thing about the Mario games is that what you remember isn't Mario, but it's the gameplay.
Mm.
You know, like you never leave a Mario game thinking like, what an amazing story.
Yeah.
And I think that contributes to the feeling that you don't have with Mario, which is like, you don't love the Mario character, you just like love
been
the
anyone.
idea of him.
Could have been anyone.
Yes. But in all that being said, he's still just a great like icon.
Yeah.
Is he like
Racist.
Mickey? Like when you
I think of gaming, he's Mickey.
So, but he's not as popular as Mickey. Like if you show Mickey to every kid in every country in the world, and if you show Mario to every kid in the country in the world, who would be like the first one? Which country would be like, who's this guy? Kazakhstan with Mario?
I think Mario would win over Mickey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So this guy's a huge IP. What's your first Mario game that you're like, this is the Mario game for me?
Mario. I think it was Sunshine. I think it has to be.
That's kind of crazy.
Or Super Mario World. One of those. I don't remember what was first.
For like Game Boy Advance?
Yeah. I remember that.
Super Mario Sunshine was my first real like aha moment with Mario. Our cousin had Mario 64.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if we even had the Nintendo 64, but he had Mario 64, and I would always watch him play. And I never was like, I need to play that. There was just times when I played and I was like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
But when I played Sunshine, it was like,
Oh.
wow. What about like the more recent ones?
Odyssey.
Do you like the recent Mario games? Like Odyssey and Galaxy, are they games that you're like, now these are classics, or are they too kiddie for you?
I think they're still. I think Mario's probably like the most consistent ever. Full stop. Period.
What about God of War?
But even like, there's only like 5 God of Wars. There's like 30 Marios.
But like as an average of a score,
I think Mario's still
really,
like, even generally, because everyone can play Mario and they're always.
But I'm talking about you as Ivan.
I still say Mario.
Okay.
Like
nice.
on an island, I get 2 games or 2 genres. I either get Kratos or Mario. I'll choose Mario.
Let's be honest. If you're on an island, you want to hang out with Mario. You don't want to hang out with Kratos.
I mean, Kratos could probably save me in some way.
But imagine he's like a tough hang.
You just get like his things and like, hold on, gets the earth.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy how strong he is, right?
Yeah. Like, we're here. We're on land.
What else? In your mind, what's a good Mario movie supposed to be?
Not this.
Damn it. You like jumped the gun. Before like even thinking about seeing this movie, what would be your perfect ideal Mario movie? Try to separate what you watched and like, as the core Mario fan, what would be your favorite Mario movie?
I want a nice simple story.
Okay.
Of just Mario saving the princess.
Okay.
I don't care if that's sexist. Like,
okay.
You're like, all right.
Yeah.
Like she can have her agency in some way, but
Keep her in the kitchen.
You said it.
Okay.
Beautifully. Just that, like a little.
Keep her in the kitchen?
Well, yeah, in the castle, because Bowser's forcing her. Because Bowser's horrible, but that's not her natural state.
No,
she's free. She's a free woman to do whatever she wants.
And if she wants to step out of the kitchen,
that's of course.
That's her prerogative, or her pejorative.
Both.
Oh,
either.
Mm-hmm.
Many.
So basically, you just want a cookie cutter Mario movie.
A little bit.
Okay.
Like a little, just a plain one. Like we don't need much. Like we've never had a Mario movie, so it's like you could.
We have.
We haven't had a cartoon Mario movie.
Have you watched the original?
Probably.
Okay. I watched it too many times because of like Disney Channel.
I know.
Ivan. Well, for me, let me answer that question. I don't really know.
Oh.
Like, it's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to think about it as like a movie critic,
mm-hmm.
Sure, I want like a very emotional Mario movie, but do I really want that? As a fan of Mario?
Mm-hmm.
As a fan of Mario, I would think I want something simple and fun, right?
Yeah.
But I guess I don't have a ideal Mario movie until this movie came along. I haven't here on Pelicos with the Pros. Like, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Do the Yoshi like? Does he do that?
I'd have to hear it. Yeah.
It's on the Weekend song.
Which one?
I'll show you later. But
Yoshi.
Here at Believe the Bros, we like to look at how the sausage was made. So let's look at how Super Mario Brothers, the movie, was made. Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo. They're very wary of films since the original Super Mario Brothers bombed critically, commercially.
30 years ago.
And they had to be convinced who can do it right.
Yeah.
If you can't do it right, don't bother.
Yeah.
Well, they struck a deal with Universal to make a Super Mario Brothers land.
Yeah.
And I think that sort of gave way for Universal to be like, hey, you like this?
Yeah.
We can do some more in the movie business.
Right.
And that's kind of how it went. But before we get into that, do you like? Would you like to go to Super Mario World? Super Mario World? Whatever it's-
I like how it looks, but I feel like if I go there, I'm like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because I want it to be like, I go through a pipe and then just like, the only thing I could see is Mario World. I don't want to look down and like, oh, I could see concrete. You know?
Do you know if you can see concrete?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm just scared that's what it's going to be.
I think you'll like it. And we should go.
Let's go.
Okay. Bye, guys. Yeah, I want to go. I saw this video where these group of guys went to eat there at like the Nintendo World, and they had like everything on the menu. I'm like, I gotta do that.
What's even there? A mushroom?
Like a mushroom burger, but it has a steak too, and they have like a spaghetti, and they have a dessert and toad. You know,
Yoshi eggs, imagine. Just giant eggs.
You bite it. No, just like a small one, and you bite it, and it's like gooey in the middle.
Oh god.
Like green goo. Yummy. Casting choices. There's been much to say. A lot of derision. The folks say now with Chris Pratt being casted as Mario. I don't really care about that, right? I get like people don't like Chris Pratt because he believes in Christianity and people are gay now, and I'm gay too, so who cares?
Yeah.
But can we just let people make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe not make mistakes and maybe they might succeed? Does everything have to be so
perfect?
Right. That being said, he sucked in this movie, but I'm just saying, like,
right.
Does there have to be like a cancellation of someone for them wanting to be in a Mario Brothers movie?
I say I'm on the boat of like, who cares? Like, I don't think he. Like, there's no good voice for Mario because everyone like Mario already has an iconic like 5 lines, so
that's the issue, right?
Yeah, like they're kind of stuck in a hole no matter what they did.
Yeah,
but they played it off like pretty smartly with like the commercial at the start, and they're like, oh, we got to do that for the entertainment's sake,
right?
So I think like that was the best possible solution to that, and they had a little New York tinge accent, which I think was good enough. I didn't want like, it's me, Mario.
I was watching these dorks that I love on YouTube, the Total Recall show. Everyone go hit their channel up and subscribe. They were reviewing this movie, and they were just like making fun of like how hard it is to like really nail the voices, and that they're glad that they didn't go like, it's a me, Mario, lasagna, ravioli. Oh no, ravioli, you know? And I was like cracking up laughing just the way they were saying it. And it's true, like when you have a character this iconic who is not known for his dialogue, he's known for his exclamation marks. And it's hard. It's hard all around.
I think it was the best they could do.
Yeah.
Like, and it worked. Like, I watched it and I didn't think like, oh, this isn't how it works in the game. Like, there's tiny liberties, but it wasn't any. Like, it just made sense.
Yeah. I actually never like. Now that you're saying that, I never looked at. There's never a time in the movie that I saw it and I'm like, this isn't how it was in the game. Like, I never tried to compare it to the game.
Yeah.
Like, it obviously did things that were in the game and all that kind of stuff. But I was never like, oh, that's not how it should be.
The whole time I was watching, like, you better know this stuff. Like,
Uh,
I was watching, like, especially how he ran and stuff.
oh, okay.
Each game has a lot of different, like, animation styles.
Yes.
Like, at the end when he is, spoiler, the star, and he's, like, running like this.
Yes.
Like, that's in the game.
Yes.
So, like, when they did that, I was like, yes. It's
When
I like
they were
that.
running like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Okay.
I like that.
Well, that leads us into the next question. Ivan, what'd you think about the Super Mario Brothers movie? Dang, he just blew up some California Kush up in the air.
It's good.
Oh!
You ready?
There you have it, people. I wasn't ready for that. How good?
I said enough.
Okay. Yeah, you did. Ivan, this movie was very good.
Relax.
For what it is.
Oh. Always a little disclaimer, huh?
Got you there. It's a great romp for all ages.
You don't.
Oh.
I can't say it anymore now.
This movie is so freaking pretty.
Yeah. I think the one thing I'll say is, like, it's...
I mean, this is the only thing you'll ever say, okay?
Ever.
So
Like,
this is the last thing. Because you said it's the one thing.
all right, I heard you.
No, you heard yourself, all right?
Animation on this, perfect.
Yes.
CGI, or not CGI. Whatever they did to make it.
Computer animation,
perfect.
A+.
Yeah, like, no complaints whatsoever on the looks, how they moved, animation, any of it. Like, mute it, it's perfect. Just mute it.
But mute it, leave it muted.
Yeah.
It's, like, there's a point when, like, Mario had his hat close to the camera, and you can see the threads of the M in the cotton.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. But that's how detailed this movie was visually.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a sight to behold. And like, also, you're saying the animation style, like, I would say it's very, like, realistic looking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially when they're in the Brooklyn world.
Yeah.
Like that scene when they're in the bathroom in Brooklyn in that nice house, when he was like turning the sewer, like the gauges, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, am I watching real life or is this animation?
Yeah.
That's what I said to myself at the theater out loud. I looked around like, guys, am I watching real life or is this animation?
Is this real?
It's bad.
Guys!
Hey, you, what do you think? I think the opening sequence kind of nails like what the movie is gonna be, the vibe, everything.
Yeah.
Because it's the self-aware, funny, but also like it's trying to tell a story at the same time with like the brothers who are trying to make it out of Brooklyn and trying to be successful businessmen, which is a hilarious concept. And I love that animation sequence between the dog and the brothers, because basically what I'm trying to say is like there's a sequence where there's a dog fighting against Super Mario Bros. And the way it's animated, the dog does like
human things,
human mannerisms.
Yeah.
That feels so like, you know, that mannerism.
Yeah.
And I love that kind of animation style.
Yeah. Like they could have done it simply and let like the dog like run around, like they push it over, like gets itself back up, but there's like moments where like it pretty much grabs doors and things.
Yeah.
Like that.
And it's facial featured.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, oh.
Yeah.
It's something that Pixar does well with like Toy Story usually.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it.
It's good.
Any complaints about this movie? Like, what's your, other than, you said the movie's amazing looking, but what's your critique? Uh-oh. Just opened a can of worms.
It's too fast.
Oof.
I wanted to look at things, but like, it was like lightning.
Yeah.
Like, it just kept going, and I was almost getting like sick, just because like I couldn't sit on one thing.
Yeah.
They went through like 30 sets like throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And it looked good, but I never got a chance to really look at it.
Right.
It's just too much. Like they wanted to do too many like Easter eggs, and they did a lot. And there's like a lot of background stuff. That's what should have been the Easter egg, not like let's see Donkey Kong, let's see Cranky Kong. Let's see. Mario Kart. Like, pick something. Don't. Because the kart scene was useless. It was just like to have karts.
Okay, so you have a bunch of good points there. It is fast. It's edited like lightning speed, and I think part of that is because this movie is made for the kids with the attention span of a
TikTok.
kid.
Yeah.
TikTok people, blah blah blah, and I didn't mind it, and I didn't mind that the movie's an hour and a half, a welcome hour and a half after watching like 3 movies that are 3 hours long.
Yeah.
That being said, you are correct when you're saying like they crammed a shitload into this movie.
Yeah.
And they do cram like different Easter eggs from different games all into this movie. And your point is saying that like did it have enough meaning, right? Like those Easter eggs or those things that they shoved in?
Oh, yeah.
Like Mario Kart and stuff?
I'm good with like the tiny Easter eggs, like that the star.
Yes, the wisp.
Yeah, like because if you never know any Mario, you're like, that's a funny star. But if you know Mario, you're like, oh, that's like part of Mario Galaxy. And so now you know Galaxy exists in this Mario world.
Okay.
And that's like in itself world building.
Yes.
But the Easter egg I don't like is mainly Donkey Kong and then the karts. Like if that was cut out, like just cut that out and then fill that with more of Mario traveling, doing like platforming stuff in some way. Maybe they didn't know what to do and they're like, we can't just platform for an hour or whatever.
For me, I don't view it like that. I view it more so like as a businessman, which is disgusting, where I'm like, you sort of missed the mark because you already introduced the karts, and maybe that should have been like a movie in itself.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same point where you're saying like that should be given its proper due,
Yeah.
So I get you there.
I'm hoping it's like they did it all to set up everything. Like, okay, we have the Galaxy universe now. We have the Kart universe. We have Diddy Kong. Now we can make all those movies like as fast as we want.
Well, yeah, that is a good point because now the road to making a Donkey Kong movie, the road to making a Luigi's Mansion, the road to making, I don't know, a Toad movie is easier because they crammed so much in this first one.
But that's if like they're planning that. If they're just like, let me just shove everything in there and then let's hope we make money, sort of thing.
Well, this movie made its money.
And how?
I love that. I heard that recently.
I don't remember where it's from.
God damn it. I mean, it's probably from the 1920s.
Yeah.
But this movie is a blockbuster. Biggest animated movie opening of all time, beating Frozen 2.
Good.
Beats a Disney movie, Ivan. So people are like the Mario Brothers a movie. But so that's to rebut your statement of like they're gonna make more movies.
Yeah. But I just hope they're not gonna keep doing this again where it's like, all right, we're in Mario Kart. Let's have 80 tracks in one movie.
Oof.
Right?
Yeah.
And if this is any sign, I could see that happening.
Okay.
Whereas, like, they could just do one, like, tournament. Like, 4 races, 4 tracks, and then, like, in between it's, like, the drama.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my car broke down. I have to do it without a steering wheel. Next thing, like, oh, Peach, she died. Or something. You know?
Yeah, in a hideous crash.
Yeah.
And she's all bloodied up.
Yeah.
When you said like you wish you could linger on some stuff more, I say maybe that adds to the rewatchability of this movie. Cause there's like a couple ways you can watch it. You can watch it as a kid, right? Mm-hmm. Who's like, oh, I love Mario. As an adult who's like, I want to take my kid and I also want to relive my childhood. And you could also watch it as like, let me try to find all the Easter eggs. Because I imagine there's 50 million in these movies, you know?
I saw them all already.
You did?
I was like, oh, I know everything. I meant more like, I want like a slow shot of like Bowser's castle.
Yeah.
Not just like, Bowser's castle. Zoom in now that you're with Luigi.
That being said, off topic but on topic, I rewatched the Super Smash Brothers trailer for the Super Smash Brothers Ultimate game. When Splatoon, when they're shooting the guns, and then like one of the Splatoon characters looks up, and it's the Smash Bros logo, and it's on fire, and those Splatoons like, and you see like all the characters like in the shadow, they're fighting back, and I'm like, damn, these guys are good.
They should do a Smash movie.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Things I love about this movie: the Brooklyn aesthetic.
Brooklyn baby.
Brooklyn babies in the house. Imagine imagine it goes like ultra Brooklyn, just like rated R superstars, you know, Jesus. The Disgusting Bros.
Yeah. Disgusting Brothers.
Imagine just imagine Super Smash Bros. Unrated Brooklyn. They're having
Moida.
Yeah.
There's been a Moida.
It'll be fun. The detail in the animation, I already said that. Luigi getting scared. I think it's just like, I like that little Easter egg, even though it works as a set piece, but it's also an Easter egg.
Yeah.
You know? Toad is good. His like little mannerisms and like his look. What do you think about that chef sequence?
It was funny. It was nice and cute.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want? I'll make it for you. What do you want? It was so random and like stupid, but it's like, sure, why not?
But you know, so I because of these guys, the podcast Total Recall, it's because the Super Mario Land, the restaurant, it's Toad cooking. So
that's the reference.
Yeah, it ties in that way. Good, right?
Yeah.
Ivan, how can we make Jack Black the richest person in the world?
We send him money.
Can we send him money right now?
Yeah.
Because he deserves it.
Yeah. He's definitely the best part of this.
Yeah. He is amazing. And I guess this can segue into like talking about the characters and like who they're played by.
Yeah.
But Jack Black as Bowser is amazing, but I think it's because he has more to work with, you know?
Yeah.
Bowser's a more complex character than Mario, and that's, I mean, how complex could Mario characters get? But just he's able to stretch out this Bowser character so well, and making him sing is just like amazing, you know? Mario, Chris Pratt. I just think like Mario's such a bland character, but if you get like a good voice actor who really knows how to do like voices, you can work with it a lot better.
Yeah, a lot of these actors, I don't think they know how to voice act.
It's like a name instead of Chris Pratt was in Lego Movie.
Yeah. Maybe a better direction. I feel like this is like, here's a script, here's a microphone, just read out your lines, sort of thing.
But what about Jack Black?
I think he's just that good.
Yeah, Keegan-Michael Key.
Good.
Yep.
Good. I just think they know what they're doing.
Seth Rogen.
I mean, I didn't really care about him in the movie.
I liked one Donkey Kong scene with Seth Rogen, and it's his entrance.
Oh yeah,
DK Donkey Kong,
yeah.
And his little dance. So he's like, I was like, that's so stupid.
Yeah,
he's like, look, Dad, and then Dad's like, oh, come on, don't do that.
That's good.
That's good. Princess Anya Taylor-Joy. I think that's like another way. It's like she's not made to do a voice act, you know?
Yeah.
She's just like too generic. You need someone with a little more oomph. And Charlie Day's good as Luigi.
Yeah. They're all good.
But who's the best?
Bowser.
That's right. I love the land design of Bowser.
So that place?
Yeah, because it's like anarchy, and they're like rock and rolling. And that little like scene when they're just
he's like tapping his foot, like smiling.
Yeah. He's like, this is my land.
Yeah.
We're gonna rock out. And this movie uses music really well. Like some of the key spots in the Mario Kart sequence when they're playing Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Just like sometimes that's all you need to make a sequence memorable.
I would want them to do like an 8-bit version or something of like all these songs, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like with Mario tinge.
Oh, okay.
Because it took me out a little bit. Like, it was cool, but then there's some moments where I'm like, I've heard, I need a hero, like in 30 different movies.
That was too... That was
like
too
on
easy.
the nose.
Yeah.
But if they did it with like 8-bit, have Mario sing it, or no, Peach sing it, that'd be good.
That would be good. You're right. Ivan, the critics didn't like this movie, saying it's too simple and it's pandering. Agree?
Pandering is like the Easter eggs?
Yeah.
I mean, what was the first thing they said?
Too simple.
It's true, but it's for kids.
Yes.
I think if it was just like, I don't care if it's simple. I cared that it was too fast. Where I'm like, it felt like just TikTok, like scrolling through really quick.
Mm-hmm.
It was just frying my brain more than anything.
That's crazy. Like, I didn't feel that, but now that you're saying it, it's definitely true.
Maybe.
And it's not something that like it took away from the movie for me, but
right.
I understand if it did for you.
I just really wanted to see things a lot.
Yeah.
And it just went by too fast for me.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. Well, like I said, this movie's huge. They're gonna make more movies. This obviously leads to questions of what's the next movie, which games are gonna get movies. I saw this thing on Reddit that said, a guy commented, he's like, if they're gonna make the movies, this is how they should do it. Zelda should be their Lord of the Rings. Metroid should be the Alien genre, you know. Smash Brothers should be Avengers. I agree, but I don't agree.
I don't know about Avengers, because they're like, Avengers don't fight each other.
Yeah. It's like Mortal Kombat-ish.
Yeah.
But you can make it Avengers where it's like you're fighting like this big bad.
I think a tournament, some tournament would be best. Like Mortal Kombat.
But how do you make that like interesting story with like kitty characters, you know? Like you have Mario, Donkey Kong, Luigi,
Ganondorf,
Kirby. Like you kind of need something they're fighting against.
Well,
maybe they're fighting against each other, and then they're like, oh, let's.
Well, like in Dragon Ball Z Super, like they have a tournament for the world, or their world, and they're all fighting each other, but they're like good guys technically.
But that's only like a catalyst for the larger story.
Yeah.
That always is like the smallest portion of the show. Like usually a big bad comes in, like Boo comes in, and they start like, oh, we forget this thing, and we got to save the world.
Yes.
I think the same thing could happen for Smash Bros.
Yeah.
But my larger point is, Nintendo has the potential to be bigger than Disney.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Or I should say that because Disney owns too much, but they have the potential to be as big as like a big freaking brand, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just hope they take it slow and they do it the right way.
Yeah. I would be scared to see how they would handle Zelda. Like, I don't think it should be like this, where it's like fast.
No, yeah.
But also, like, PG-13 at least. And just have it grim. Have it, like, dark. Not, but a little color.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just not poppy.
Yeah.
It needs to be true to the core themes.
Yeah, and I think they'll know that.
They should know that, but it also comes down to execution. You know? Like, can you make the interesting thing too is like, you wouldn't want Illumination to be your animation studio for Zelda.
Yeah. But are they stuck with Universal?
That's the tricky thing, you know? It's like, how do you do it? And Nintendo is really relying on an outside company. Like, they're a Japanese company. They're not an American company.
Yeah.
And there's like things that get lost in translation. So, the one thing that is interesting too is like, it's taken so long for them to do this, and it makes you think about like other movies that have come and gone. Like, I just realized there was a Ratchet and Clank movie that was released in theaters, and that whiffed it. You know, like, can Nintendo and Sony ever really get it right utilize their IP to the fullest, or is it just is it really that hard to make?
I think the Ratchet and Clank movie was good, but I didn't watch it. But I think it was good, but I think they didn't realize their demographic of people who liked Ratchet and Clank don't really care about movies, so nobody actually watched it. It's tough.
It is tough. I think my thing is just take it slow, do it the right way, and don't try to force it. Because the faster you go, the worse it's going to get.
Yes.
And I'm not in a rush to get as much Nintendo content as possible. I'm willing to wait 5-6 years per movie, per IP. The other thing is it takes a lot of infrastructure to make a movie.
Yeah.
Nintendo is not set up to roll out movies like Disney would.
Yeah.
So that's that. Ivan, let's rate this movie. Out of 5, mushrooms.
3.75.
Fair. 4.0 out of 5. Mushrooms for me.
Wow.
I like how he didn't like mushrooms. Is that a thing?
No. I think that's just part of the movie.
I like that. Super Mario Bros. The movie, Evan. We lived through that. That's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's weird. A little surreal, like a tinge.
Yeah.
A tinge.
Ivan, it's time. Next week, the movie is Bo is Afraid.
Bo
is right. Bo is right.
Well,
Bo is always right. Bo knows best.
Yes.
Ivan, what do you think? Out of 5
Bo's.
Out of 5 crazy men, how many? What do you think Bo is afraid? Bo is afraid. Good. Oh, Bo is afraid. Sorry.
Yes.
No wonder you're saying Bo.
I think it'll be very divisive for sure. I think he's just gonna keep going worse and worse until I want people to hate me sort of thing.
Okay.
I think it'll be good though. I just trust Joaquin Phoenix a lot. It'll be good.
4 out of 5.
4.5. Don't write that down.
I'm gonna say 4.25.
You're sick. You're twisted. It's all in your head.
Ivan, it's time for a section called
Things and Such.
Did you know there's a Gran Turismo movie coming out?
What? There's a Need for Speed movie that came out. Nobody cared.
I watched it in theaters.
And?
It's pretty good. It wasn't bad.
Did it feel like Need for Speed in any way? Or is
No.
it just racing?
I was
movie?
never a Need for Speed guy.
So what the heck is this?
I was Midnight Club.
Gran Turismo is just racing, pure.
This movie is about a kid who grew up playing Gran Turismo, and then he became a F1 driver.
So it's real life?
No. He's like, I always dreamed of being an F1 driver.
No,
and
I mean
played,
real actors.
It's real actors, yes. It's live action, as they say in the biz.
Oh, I don't know. Sounds like you're just cashing in on a name for an IP.
Isn't that what modern cinema is, Ivan?
Yeah.
Ivan, HBO Max is rechanging, is reorganizing, and becoming Max.
I don't know. I want to be a fly in the room of that meeting, the logic, because I don't get it.
I know some stuff.
What?
So HBO's merging with Discovery.
Yeah.
They don't wanna have HBO Max as a name when you go to the app and then see Discovery stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's gonna dilute the HBO name.
Okay.
So all HBO shows are gonna say brought to you by HBO.
Yeah.
The same way.
But that's how it's been.
The same way Paramount has Peacock has WWE, Nickelodeon. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why they're thinking that way.
But why just Max? Why not just? What does it actually matter?
Well, it matters for HBO to keep the HBO name
pure.
Yeah.
So they want it. They're trying to make HBO like a studio.
It is a studio. Well, HBO is a production company.
No, but
they want to silo everything HBO makes.
But they don't want it to be on the title. They just want it to be like Succession HBO feature film sort of.
Yep.
I guess.
That way you're not watching like
I think I just
600-pound girlfriend and it says brought to you by HBO. Cuz then you're like, well, HBO doesn't make good stuff then.
I just don't like the name Max. I don't like how it looks.
You know what? To be honest, I don't really give a damn, but the one thing that does irk me is that I think they're raising the prices to $20 if you want to watch it in 4K.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Well, you're not paying about that. So, like, that's so much money. And there's so many things now. It's like the shitty thing is like every streaming service has me by the balls because like they have one thing that I love. Mm-hmm. Like Peacock has soccer. And then Paramount has soccer for like Champions League. So I'm like, damn, I need both of those.
Yeah.
It's a brutal business out there.
Oh well.
That being said, with the reveal of changing their name to Max, they also revealed that they do have a Harry Potter show in line. That they do, and they showed the trailer for Penguin.
I saw.
Gritty mobster show. You have high hopes for that or medium hopes?
I think it'll be good. I don't think it'll be anything groundbreaking, but like a good solid mob flick. The new Sopranos.
I hope it's like 8.8 out of 10.
I see that.
I don't want an 8.
Yeah.
The Regime, I know most likely you have no idea what this is. This is with Kate Winslet. It's a miniseries. But the reason I bring it up is because it's created by one of the writers from Succession, and he co-wrote The Menu, Will Tracy.
Okay.
So it has that vibe, you know?
Sure.
So I think you're going to like that show, and we'll talk about it when it comes out. And there's also a new show called The Sympathizer.
Robert Downey Jr.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Looks good. Who knows if it is good, but it looks good.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Star Wars stuff. They announced 3 new movies.
Again? It's like their yearly habit, like announce 3 Star Wars movies that don't exist.
This has been the thing going on the internet, but this kind of feels a little more real.
Tell me.
The guy that's making the new indie, James Mangold, I think his name. He also made Logan. He's making a Star Wars movie called we don't know the name, but it's set back in the days, like 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's one. What do you think about that?
I like that director. So
okay. So 1 out of 3 so far.
Yeah.
Filoni. No, I'm not calling you names. Filoni. He basically is like the guy directing the ship for the Obi-Wan series.
Mando.
Like all those shows.
Yeah.
Ahsoka, Bad Batch.
Yeah.
All those shows.
Yeah.
He basically is like the lead on that,
yep.
and he's making his own movie that is gonna tie everything all together.
Pass.
Yeah, me too. And Rey, she's getting a comeback, and she is creating a Jedi Academy from the director that did the Miss Marvel show. Oh God, I didn't look at your face until the last minute. Yeah, I'm not excited about that, but they could be good. I have no hope for the Filoni movie.
Uh-huh.
The Mangold one sounds like it could be good, and this one by Obey Chinoy. Sorry if I butchered your name, but it could be good. It could. I don't know. I heard good things from Miss Marvel from the kiddies, but not from the adulties.
I don't know. I'll pass.
Did you see the trailer for Charlie Day's new film?
Yes, it looks interesting.
Fool's Paradise?
Yes.
Written and directed by Charlie Day. That's awesome. Yeah. I like that he has this going on.
Good for him.
Good for him. If it's good or not, I don't really care. I just like that he attempted something new.
It looks good. Like it looks
Yeah.
legit, like well written.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. Ivan, it's time for a section called What's on the Telly?
Breaking Bad has been completed by Ivan Loetzil-Frasio.
And what do you think?
It's good.
9 out of 10?
Yeah, not 10. Succession, Mad Men, that's like 10 out of 10. This is like 9.
The Wire.
Wire, 9.5.
Sopranos.
8.25.
8.8. Okay. Moving right along. Ivan. Succession. When'd you watch it?
Day after.
Wowie?
Zowie.
Ow, that actually hurt. And it's not just because of who died.
What?
But it's because of how they did it, right?
Yeah, very gruesomely, like, without show, I guess, is the best way.
Yeah.
Because I think every death that's ever been done in every show and movie, it's like like some huge dramatic thing.
Yes.
But these guys, these psychos, they just let him die with no ceremony, really. Just he died.
Yep.
Crazy.
Then the kid's reaction, the fallout. I like how it's so confusing because you would think that even though it is their father, like they wouldn't be that sad.
Yeah.
But it is their father.
Yeah.
I love all of the reactions, obviously, but I love Shiv's reaction when she's like so pissed at him, but she's like sad.
Yeah.
And it goes back to her like in the last episode where she's like, "You're such a gaslight," and it's true. Like, it's so hard to love him because like once you start loving him, you just remember all the shit he's done to you. Kendall's so good though in this episode. I think just like him breaking down when he calls Frank.
Yeah.
Or when he calls his assistant, when he's like, "I want the best doctor.
Yeah.
I want the best phone, and get that lazy fuck doctor
Yeah.
on the phone call in a minute. And I would like that very much. Thank you." That was just great.
So good.
And also, it always goes back to business, though.
Yeah, like the scariness. It's just scary. Like, yeah, they're grieving, but then like we have to release a statement. Like, what's the move?
And then Kendall saying like, "I know this sucks, but it's like we have to think what we do today.
Yeah.
This is how it's gonna go in the history books." I love that little speech.
Yeah.
Even though it's not like it wasn't overly dramatic, but it was like true.
Yeah, just honest. Like, here it is.
Greggies.
Greggies. I got some Greggies doing the work for me. Like, don't make me into a verb or something.
I'm a person. It's like, how many Greggies do you have? Like, what are these Greggies doing for you?
So good.
Yeah. You've been waiting for this.
Death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it everything you hoped for?
No. I don't know why I didn't think he would die. I thought somebody else would. I thought he would make it and then just like realize he's alone in the end. But I guess like if I could predict that, they don't want to do that. But I guess that no one else is going to die since he died. Or maybe everyone's going to die.
I mean, he's been at the point of death many times throughout the series.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. When when Tom calls and he's like, "Yeah, your dad's sick," I was like, "No, they're messing with him." Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was
like, "What's the move here?"
Yeah,
Logan, you slide dog. My God, I didn't know you had it in you.
What's gonna happen, Ivan? Are the siblings gonna fight each other? Are they just fighting the oldies? I think they're gonna fight each other.
I don't know. I think Roman's gonna win, but like not in a good way. Like he'll own it, but then he's like, "Where's everyone?
Right?
Where's my girlfriend Jerry?"
Yeah.
No. He'll say it like that too.
I can't wait. I'm so happy. Honestly left me like, just like, wow. Yeah. I was like, he died. I was telling my wife, he really died.
Yeah.
And she's like, what?
So
I saw a movie, Evan, in theaters other than
what?
Super Mario Bros. I saw a movie called 1001.
What?
Have you heard of it?
No.
Tiana Taylor.
Oh, I heard of it. Yeah.
It was a good movie, realistic, had good vibes, great performance from Tiana. Want the gist?
Sure.
A recently released convict abducts her son from foster care in New York City, and they move to Queens to start a new life.
What's the ending?
Spoiler. So you know how she steals him, right?
Yeah.
Because she came out of prison and all that. At the end, like they changed his social as a kid. They got a fake social so they wouldn't find him. At the end, the kid grows up to be like a good kid and like he does good in school, but he needs to get a job because like his family isn't doing well. The counselor's like, can I get your social? He's like, yeah, here's my social. He's like, oh, this is a fake social, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, sorry. Counselor, cops show up to the kid's home when the mom isn't there.
Yeah.
Hey, you know you were abducted? Okay, but that's not even your real mom.
Oh, never? It never was?
Never was.
Not what a twist.
It was a good twist. Mom's like, kid's like, why'd you do that to me? I thought you were my mom. And she's like, I saw you on the corner. I found you on the corner. They basically left you. They abandoned you.
The foster home people?
No, like your real mom.
Okay.
And I found you,
Went
and
to
then I
jail.
got sent to prison.
What'd she go to prison for?
I don't know.
It's a key
But
factor.
she's like, I went through foster care, and I didn't want you to just be another foster care kid. And he already got abandoned by his real mother and father. So, like, what's the harm in that? Even though it is kind of psychologically.
How old is he when he got found?
I think he was like 3 or 4.
No, I mean by the cops.
17.
Oh, it's like who cares now? Like, okay, she stole me, but she's a great mom. Like,
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, she's like, I won at the end because I made you who you are now. But at the end, it's sad because like
I won.
she had to leave.
Yeah.
And it was like, because the police were trying to find her.
Yeah.
But it was such a good like message of inner city youth making out, even though the mom like wasn't the real mom, and like all the psychological things that go into that, and kind of like, dang, the kid must feel so weird that was never his real mom,
Right.
but still she was a great mom. I mean, she wasn't the best mom, but she made
Better.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Recommend it. Ivan, what other than Breaking Bad, you watch anything?
Barry.
How is that?
It's pretty good. It's dark. I'm not done. Season 3. Season 4 is coming out soon.
Is it as good as Breaking Bad?
It's a lot of the same themes of like, but kind of reverse. Like the guy's a hitman, and then he learns like, oh, I kind of want to have a normal life.
Yes.
But then, like, he still has his ways.
Yes.
Like, he still is okay with killing people. It's more comedic, obviously. It's good. It's super simple.
Okay.
It's a lot more like Breaking Bad felt like.
Things, gadgets maneuvering here
Yeah.
and there, side characters.
Yeah, and this is like.
It's Barry.
Yeah. It's tough. I can't put into words, but it's simpler, but it's good.
Recommend it?
Yeah. It's not crazy good.
Okay.
It's good. I mean, it won Emmys. Who am I to?
It's not crazy good. It's like our thing when we're talking about Hit Boys album.
Oh yeah.
I'll watch it. I've been seeing a lot. I've always seen a lot of stuff about it, but I never took time to watch it.
It's good.
Ivan, it's time for a section called Really Be Bustin'. You heard the new Drake song?
Rescue me.
It's a good song.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah.
It's not like crazy.
No.
But
I love the Kim K.
Yeah. Was it?
I didn't make it this far to make it this far and not be who I am or something like that.
Oh, whoa. What does that mean?
So
Good.
dumb, but
Yeah.
so good. I also listened fully to the Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia album. It's really good, and I realized like what JPEG is. He's like a noise rapper, and this album was good because he mixes like noise, rock, hip hop, and electronic, and it sounds like fresh. And it's loud and it's like noisy, but it's all like cohesive, and like the samples he pulls are so kind of like out of left field. Like he pulls in a Khalees milkshake,
Okay.
and he mixes it into the song, and it just sounds good. And Danny Brown's just like, I'll rap over this.
Does he have the high pitched voice?
Who?
Danny?
He does, but it's not as high pitched. It's not as high pitched because of like how they mix the vocals. So it sounds good. And then another album I listened to was 1,000 Gex. Am I saying?
Oh, I think it's Jex.
Jex?
Yeah.
They're like a mix of Beck and who were, I had them earlier, but that sounds freaking like new as hell. But I know you don't like it because it's your boys Blady. Like it's an offshoot of them.
Yeah.
But you can hear this is what it is. They are what Everything Everywhere All at Once is. Just
The
like
music.
everything just mashed up together, and they know that it's stupid, but they also take it seriously, but they know at the end of the day it's all,
Yeah. Okay.
it's cool.
We'll see.
We will see. You've been listening to anything?
Not really. No. Same old.
So now, Ivan, it's time for your section called
Gamers.
It makes me think. Longer. Isn't there like a Game Boy? What's the like? It's Sega. Yeah. Sega.
Classic.
Ivan, I gotta switch.
I know. You psychopath.
Let me explain my reasoning.
Save it.
It can play basically all the games that I really want to play.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
And I could take it with me, and it makes more sense as I have a kid to like. I can't boot up the PS5 and play anywhere.
Yeah, the baby.
Smash Bros.
Yeah.
And then my first game. This was a heavy decision
Pokemon
that I didn't take lightly.
Wow.
As I said earlier before in other podcasts, I got back into emulators thanks to you and your guidance and your wisdom. And I started playing Pokemon Silver.
Yes.
And I was like, I had fun playing that. I got my first badge. And I was at Target and I was looking at the games. I'm like, what game should I get? I heard Pokemon Scarlet sucked balls.
Yeah.
And I saw Pokemon Sword was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I said, can I get Pokemon Shield? Because they didn't have Sword.
So
they're taking out Pokemon Shield. And I didn't notice that they had Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And I saw that and I'm like, wait. I'll take that. Give me Let's Go Pikachu.
Like, just a moment.
Wait, what is it?
What's that? What's that over there? What's that over there?
And my reasoning is, like, I just want, like, my first game to be
a little something, you know.
Yeah, just, like, give me the root of what is the Switch.
Yes.
And I'm happy with my pick. And from here, I don't know. I might go to Metro Prime Remastered.
Sure.
I might go to Zelda. I was also looking at the Mario Rabbids game. That caught my eye.
Heard good things.
So, you know, I'm living this life. Who knows?
The world is your oyster.
I'm a king. Oh, maybe that's too far.
I'm a king.
Any opinions? Can you steer me in any way in particular? You're the gaming guy here. You know, I need wisdom. Oh God. Oh, he's calculating in that big brain of his.
The rest of your path is one only you can find.
All right, Obi-Wan.
That's it.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, just play whatever you want.
I don't want to get too many games though. I want to like really beat thoroughly a game and just like enjoy it.
Yeah, it's tough because they like throw a lot of the games with like if you got Switch Online.
Yeah, I don't want to get that yet.
Yeah,
because I saw it. I'm like, that's a
like 64 Game Boy, Game Boy Advance.
I'll get lost in there.
SNES, it's a lot.
One game that I saw that I do want to get is Advance Wars, the remastered one.
I've heard of it, but
I want to get that. That's good. Good luck. Any games that you want to mention?
Not really.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay.
Looks fun.
One thing that I do realize is like PS5 and Xbox, they kind of suck. I think especially Xbox. Like you were steering me towards Xbox, but PS5 really has some bangers. And Switch, they're like the biggest? It's kind of crazy.
Switch?
Yeah.
What do you mean biggest?
Their market share, they're just like.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I was just steering to Xbox because they have Game Pass and you could pick.
Yeah.
Whatever, and there's good games. They're a little older, but like, I know Xbox has been like hard at work at making their library now.
Yeah.
But with, like hiring the right people.
Yeah. Bethesda.
Yeah. So I think in time we'll get the good games. They've just been really making the foundation first, but it kind of cost them good games.
Yeah.
You know? And then PlayStation, like they have good games, but they come out slowly. And they're all mostly like the same, like third person story.
True. But like I would still want a PS5 just to put like on a big ass TV. I want to play like Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
I want to play God of War, whatever the God of War game is out latest.
Yes.
Spider-Man. That game looks like have you played that?
Yeah.
The Spider-Man one?
It's fun. It's good.
Okay. Well, I'm all out of juice. We'll be back next week with
Bo is afraid.
Bo is afraid. And until then, please take care of your loved ones. We'll be back next week. Peace out.
Bye.